Well, hello, lovely people. Another Sunday, another Relationship Matters. This is Kim.
And the Dingo.
So we're here to bring you another issue, another episode 4. We're still on the issue of trust. And today we want to discuss what it's like. What are your views? What happens when you live with a non-ambitious spouse or partner? When one person has no aim, no goal for the future. You know, that person is not a go-getter. That person is pretty much okay with just sitting back and feeding off the other spouse. So today we're going to be discussing the issue of a non-ambitious spouse. I'm going to set this off as usual. I think I always start first. And my view on the matter is I think it's very important from the beginning of every relationship to get to know who you are getting involved with. Get to know the person that you're going to have a relationship with, because they may shock you. Some people talk a very good talk. You know, they tell you about the plans that they have for you, the plans, what they want to do. You know, if we get together, I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to build us a fortune. I'm going to build us a future. You know, we're going to have a big house. We're going to have a good life. And down the road, you know, you realize you're the one doing everything. You're the one going to work. You're the one bringing home the bacon. You're the one doing everything. And they are pretty much okay with just being laid back and just leeching off you, just feeding off you. It's like all of a sudden they're okay with being a parasite. They just want to say, you come, you bring the money, I'll just stay home, and I'll look after the house. What are your views on that, Mr. Jackson?
Well, a relationship is made up of two people, and between the two of you, it's very important to establish from the foundation who is going to be doing what, or to at least have an idea. And it's not complicated for one party to understand. One person might have to take the lead, because probably the woman, she's going to have a child or have two children. You guys want to start a family, or the man is more qualified or the woman is more qualified, because we are gender neutral in the sense that we do believe that a man could take the lead as much as a woman could take the lead in a relationship.
True.
Right. So it's important to look at a situation of every couple, every relationship as, listen, what is my roles? What are your roles? What are we going to do? What are you going to do? And more significantly, these roles are not set in stone. They can change. You can have a discussion or if take over the role of the other party. So you get into a relationship and someone is saying, I'm going to take you to the sun, the moon, the stars and everything else. My take on that is, talk is cheap.
Yeah, talk is cheap.
Talk is cheap. If you get in a relationship with someone and they start telling you all the wonderful things and also it's important to know, to look at their history. Look at what they have done. They say they're going to do all these wonderful things, but they've never done anything like it before. It could mean that they are ambitious, but it could also mean that they're just dreamers. So you have to be really careful.
Oh my God, dreamers is a big thing.
Yeah.
Because they talk a good talk. It's I've got plans. Because you could be married to a dreamer. And because the sad thing is you could be happy in your relationship.
Yep.
It starts off that way, because I think a non-productive person, in my opinion, can really drag you and prevent you from progressing in life. I don't want to have a non-productive spouse.
Nope.
I don't want to have a non-ambitious spouse, because if I'm a go-getter, I want my spouse to be a go-getter.
Yep.
I want you to wake up every morning and tell me you have a plan. You're doing something. I didn't leave you at home lying in bed. I come back, you're still lying in bed.
Yep.
Or some people never grow. Some people still believe they're 16. You know, I know some people, you know, that you leave them at home and then you come back on the PS4. Grown men. They're just playing games all day. And the woman has actually gone out, you know, to make a living. Then she has to come and prepare dinner, look after the kids. And then the person or her partner is just sitting down on a chair playing video games or watching movies all day. You understand? And for what reason? Why am I going to stay with somebody like that? You understand? And some people will say, well, I'll stay with them because better the devil I know than the devil I don't know. Or I've heard things like, well, you know, the the D is good, if you know what I mean.
Bedroom activity.
The bedroom activity is fine, so I'm not gonna, I'm gonna tolerate that. But at the end of the day, this person is preventing you from progressing. You can't move forward. You want to buy a house, you can't do it, because two hands are better than one. You understand? It's better if your partner is as productive as you. He has a plan for your future. He has a plan for, there's an hour in it. It's like, it's not just me or him. We are doing this together. So at the end of the day, I personally believe I need to have a productive spouse. I need to have someone that I can make a future with. Someone that I know if I'm working hard, they're working harder than me, because we're doing this together. I don't want to be looking after somebody. I'm not your mother. When I think, and for me, from my point of view, I don't know, there might be a lot of women who may understand or may disagree with me, but I'm not looking to be anybody's mother. Full stop. I'm your wife. I'm not going to be, I'm your spouse or your girlfriend. I'm not going to become your mother. You understand? I'm not going to become somebody who I need to look after you now. I have to make sure you're okay. I need to buy you everything that you need. Come on. This is 2020. And I think a lot of people do take advantage of people, because if you allow them to do so, you understand, every month, can you borrow me 20 pounds? Can you borrow me 50? Then it gets to 100. Then it gets to 300. You're just borrowing money off me.
Yeah, but and if you can't, if they ask you to lend and you don't want to lend or you can't lend it, then they're going to move on to want to try to steal your money.
Oh yeah. And these are the ones who can break into your account as well.
Oh yeah.
And then you're still staying with them because certain things feel good in the relationship. So you have to know what is right for you, because a non-productive relationship or spouse can actually just, it can prevent you from moving forward, because you want to build a relationship with someone. You want to have goals. I want to know in 5 years time I can be mortgage, I can be able to get a mortgage. If I was not able to, I want to know, I'm going to set a goal that in 5 years time, I'll be able to buy a house. Or I have a plan whereby I already have a mortgage and I want to be mortgage free by a certain time. Yeah. You understand? Because we're supposed to be building our future together. And what does that do to the children? Because what about spouses who have kids? What are they seeing? You have a non-productive spouse. They're just sitting in the house. And then what are you teaching kids? Oh, well, daddy can sit down, or mommy's boyfriend can sit down, or mommy girlfriend can sit down. Yes, so that person is not doing anything. I don't need to do anything. Oh, yeah. So for me, my view on the matter is, it's like, if somebody is not going to pull their weight, check them out.
Don't get into bed with an economic cripple.
I like that word, economic cripple. Yeah. That person is not helping you whatsoever. This is like a party crasher. It doesn't matter how good someone may be in bed. It doesn't matter how good looking somebody may be, because a lot of people go, oh my God, he's so cute, he's so handsome, but he's unproductive.
Yeah. But I think
that's a woman's point of view. Where do you come with that? Because I'm sure there are women who are like that too.
Of course, but I totally agree. Because when you look at what we can achieve, what I can achieve is what I can achieve. But the more people that come together can achieve so much more. Like a literal example is, one raindrop is not very harmful, but a collective, when rain fall together, they could cause a flood.
Oh yes, definitely.
See? They could cause a flood.
Definitely.
When you're in a relationship, you want to know whatever you are doing, whatever plans you have, whatever ideas you have, whatever ambitions you have. These ambitions and these plans cannot be achieved if you're by yourself. That's something completely different. Then you make a single person's plan.
Yeah.
When you're in a relationship, that your spouse, your partner's economic mindset, economic outlook is going to fuel whatever your ambition and your drive is. Also, you have to have your own individual plan, and they have to have their individual plan, but collectively, you guys have to have a plan together.
Exactly.
And if they can't bring their two pennies worth to the table, if they can't bring their own ideas, if they don't have that level of drive, and drive is one thing, but drive and you have to also they also have to show that they can stay in power.
Stay in power is very important, because that person is just continue going to just drag you down. You understand? They're just going to pull you. You're not going to be able to do anything, because there are some women who are like that, baby. There are some women who basically, but some men have also spoiled some women, because they've made them, it's like, you stay home, I take care of everything. That used to happen a long time ago. You understand? We now live in traditionally. So now we're living in this equal opportunity mindset world where everybody can go out and make their money. You understand? Some women get paid more than men. You understand? But there are some women who are pretty happy with just sitting at home, getting paid, getting the husband to do everything, getting the spouse to do everything, being comfortable, just visiting the girlfriends, just living the life, going to the mall, getting their hair done, getting their nails done, and not doing anything productive. They're not even trying to find a life for themselves. They're not even trying to find an opportunity for themselves. What happened when that man leaves you? Or what happened when, because anything can change. God forbid, today or tomorrow, this person finds themselves in an accident and they're crippled. They can't work anymore. Or maybe the company that they're working for goes bankrupt. Then where do you stand? Where do you stand if you never got the opportunity to stand on your own 2 feet? You understand? How do you come up with ideas? So for me, I think the basic thing is to try to always have that ambitious mindset, that boss-like attitude. So I don't know if some people are actually born with that, or is something that could be developed. Do you think that some people are actually born with that ambition? Because we tell our kids, you need to be ambitious. Right. But sometimes it feels like it's a fight, because you're trying to push them so hard. And it's like, Mommy, I don't want to do anything. Yeah. But you're just trying to, because you want to make sure they have some drive.
Yeah. Well, because some people are naturally driven from a very young age. But some people, a change in a life circumstance will actually make them become a lot more driven. I think in terms of how whoever you are with is, you need to choose, you need to decide that, right, this is what I accept, this is what I'm going to accept, these are the things that this is what I can't accept. And then you need to make that very clear. Because when it comes to relationships... So you say that from the onset of the relationship, like when you start dating? Often you don't even get to actually say things like that. Yeah. Because when you get in a relationship, you discuss a lot of things. Something people don't say,
but I think that's important.
If you are driven, if you're ambitious. But people don't look at these things. When you get into a relationship, it's all about feelings. Yeah, but this is where we mess up. Because who are you? Do you have any plans? We need to start asking people some serious questions. And we need to start seeing. Because we will begin to see the fruit. We will begin to see in the foundation that this person, while they're saying a lot, you start seeing. I had a friend, she was married, and no fault of his own, her husband, he lost his job. Yeah. And he was at home and she was working, she had a really, really good job. Yeah. And then he was just there. And it was like going for like 6 months when they had no children. He was just there. Yeah. And what he was doing every day, what she came to realize was every day he will go into their bank account and he would gamble and gamble and gamble. Oh my goodness, yeah. So he would make and he would lose, and he would make and he would lose, but mostly he would lose. Yeah. And he was telling her, listen, things are gonna change. I'm gonna make this money. We are going to do this. We're going to do. God, this is the worst one. But you could get caught up in that, in the sense that you believe, you know what? I'm going to stand by my husband. I'm going to stand by my wife. Yeah. But what is it is not, there is no ambition in gambling. You see? And if you're making these kind of airy-fairy plans when you hope you hit it big, if you see something is now working for a certain amount of time, you need to actually look at it and understand and appreciate that, listen, we need to change. And it's not often, I think we get caught up when we're in a relationship. So you basically need to stay on top of it. But it could be a situation where this person is working on something legit. Like, for example, somebody's working on their degree and their masters. They're working on getting a business off the ground. That's not because they're not driven. They are clearly driven. Things might take a little bit longer. But you need to, we as a collective, man, both male and females, we need to look at the individual and see the qualities in them to see if they have staying power, see if they have drive. You need to see what they have. You need to, and don't look at it like if they are you, because everyone is unique. Everybody's unique. Different people bring different things into a relationship. So what you consider to be drive, it might not be what they consider to be drive.
Yeah.
So we need to also respect the fact that, right, if you consider these attributes
Yeah.
as me being driven,
Yeah.
I don't. Because what I see as success is not what I don't want a job.
May not be
I
my
want to start a
definition
record
of
label.
success.
Yeah, I want to start a record label. But you've been doing that for 4 years. Yeah, that's okay. I might do it for the next 15 or 20 years.
Yeah.
But I know what I'm doing and I know why I'm doing this. And you could see it might not be the tradition, well, what we consider to be success in the sense of
But what if
having
it's
a
not
job.
bringing you any income? What if it's not helping your other spouse? You want to be a music producer, but for 15 years, you're not bringing anything home.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You could probably, this person might be doing that while they have a part-time job or something else on the side. But because you still need to eat.
Exactly.
You still need to eat. But that's not
Listen,
the
I
whole
can
picture.
support your dream,
Yeah.
but you still need to get. Listen, while you want to be that part-time producer,
You still need to
you
eat.
need to still find.
We still need to
Listen,
eat.
while you want to be a producer of
Yeah.
any kind, you still need to get a part-time job to do something.
We need to
That's
eat.
what I'm trying to say.
We need to
yeah.
eat.
Don't just drain me and just say, you know what, I'm working on something, because I've heard people saying that I'm working on something big. So while I'm supporting you, you're just draining my account. Like you said, there are people who just gamble your money away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Show me that while you're waiting to be successful, you can still pick up a job in the supermarket. You could still pick up a job doing anything, even if it's just pouring petrol in a car. Show me you've got drive to do
There's some
something.
drive to do, yeah.
You know?
Because
Yeah.
those little jobs fuel your ambition.
Exactly.
So you can't pretend as if, well, I can't do anything else, because then is when you begin to see the cracks in the foundation.
Oh my God, yeah, definitely.
That's exactly when you begin to see the
Definitely,
cracks in the
definitely.
foundation. Yeah.
Yeah, but baby, that was an interesting one, though. I think
Yeah.
we've nailed it. I think we've agreed on that as well. You know, in the sense of, you know, I think it's a good idea to have a productive spouse, an ambitious spouse.
Yeah.
And so basically what we're trying to say here today is, if you're going to be with someone, get to know what their intentions are.
Oh, yeah.
Get to know what their plans for the future are. You understand? Talk about things like that when you're dating someone. You know, what's your goal? Do you like to work? Are you I know it's a little bit odd to tell somebody, are you a lazy person? But there are people who are very honest. They'll tell you, oh yeah, I don't like to do anything. Find out who you're getting involved in. It may save you a lifetime. So thank you so much. You know, thanks for all the love from everyone. Thank you for all the
Feedback,
messages,
comments,
all the feedback. Oh my God, you
calls.
guys are amazing.
Thank you so much.
We love you
Have a
guys.
blessed
Have a
week.
blessed Sunday and see you next week.
And stay productive.
Stay productive.
Lots of love.
Thank you.